Hi, my brothers and sisters in time. This is George Alexander. I am the founder, CEO, and chief watch designer for Maison de Filion. I'm also the Black Horologist. Welcome back to the channel. Obviously, last video kind of introduced how we're going to do things, what this is going to be. We're coming at you every Friday with new videos, new content. So very, very excited to share my journey through time and be there for your journey through time. To educate, to share my excitement about the watch industry and all of its facets. So again, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the comment, the share, all that good stuff. Let's really build this community. So getting right into it, I wanted to talk today on the subject of quartz versus mechanical. This is not going to be a video where I tell you which one is better, because that's really for you to decide, right? But I want you to know exactly what it is. So, my watch experts, my people who know, off, just the title, what I'm talking about, this video ain't for you, champ. But if you are brand new to watches and you do not know, this is going to be very, very valuable for you. So, getting right into it, looking at a quartz watch. A quartz watch essentially is one that's powered by a battery. The battery produces a current. It's got a circuit board in it that picks up that current and provides an impulse that then, with a synthetic quartz crystal within the movement is going to be the inner working of the watch. And I think one of our next videos is going to be talking about the anatomy of a watch. So, but a quartz movement with that impulse and the battery then powers the hands of your watch or timepiece. So they weren't super popular when horology as a field first started. Obviously, batteries were not a thing. But they did kind of take off, and there was some concern that it was going to doom the watch industry and kind of get away from the artistry and artisanship of, fine watchmaking. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that your top brands don't have quartz timepieces. Omega's done it. I think Patek just unveiled a new Aquanaut. It's covered in diamonds and absolutely gorgeous, but it has a quartz movement to it. And generally with a quartz movement, because it is given in a regular interval, that's what causes it to tick as opposed to sweep. Now, there are some quartz movements. I want to say Bulova has one where it is still quartz, powered by a battery. It's in the curved ones, where it still sweeps. But it's quartz. Now, I say quartz to juxtapose against a mechanical watch. A mechanical watch, mechanical movement, is either hand wound or automatic. When I say automatic, I mean it has an oscillating rotor, usually on the back. Sometimes they'll make it kind of ornate or put a micro rotor or put a rotor in the front as well, which I think is really dope. And what that does is that it winds up the mainspring. The mainspring, as it unwinds, is going to convert that sort of energy from potential to kinetic, and it's going to give a metered impulse, for lack of a better term, to the timepiece, powering those hands. And because it's all with it unraveling from it being wound up, it's what causes the second hand to sweep. So that is generally how you would tell the difference between a mechanical timepiece and a quartz. But like I said, there are those exceptions. Almost universally, your high-end timepieces, with the exception of a very few, and there's plenty of brands that have like a quartz model, to make their brand a little bit more financially accessible, because a mechanical timepiece, being that it is just as much, fine watchmaking at its finest, but also that artisanship and that artistry A lot of those pieces are, especially at the high levels, they're kind of hand turned on a lathe, or you'll see movements like the coaxial movement within an Omega, and I'll get into that in a later video, where there's different methods of making a mechanical timepiece and different bells and whistles that accompany that. Obviously, a quartz timepiece is almost universally more accurate, and it's going to run for as long as its battery allows it to. A mechanical timepiece with proper maintenance, and that's going to require changing the oils, cleaning the gaskets, etc. That's going to run you for really as long as you maintain the watch. A mechanical timepiece is truly, an investment into the art of horology, and it's almost like having a moving, functional sculpture on your wrist. Now, which do I prefer? It really depends on what I'm looking for, right? I love Cartier. I love the Cartier tank. There are Cartier tanks that are quartz. There's also ones that are mechanical. If you're looking to kind of stay within a particular budget, maybe look at a quartz one, because they're generally quite a bit less expensive, because generally less went into making that movement. Now, this is not to say that they are cheap, nor are they inferior, but they are less expensive by and large. Mechanical timepiece, though, there's just something about it. And it doesn't matter what brand you're looking at. It doesn't matter, what the country of origin is. Generally, one's going to be more expensive. Two, there's just something so beautiful about seeing, especially with an automatic, when you see that rotor, or they'll call it self-winding. When you see that rotor in the back or wherever the rotor is, you'll also see, more skeletonized movements with a mechanical timepiece, rather than, it's kind of hard to skeletonize a quartz, because it's, like a motherboard and a battery, right? Not everybody's super keen on seeing that. And some people are, and I'm sure that there's some brands out there, and I'll probably find an example or two that do. But yeah, it really comes down to being as simple as, do you want something that is powered by a battery that, you can change, get it resealed, maintain it every couple of years, as needed? Or do you want something that takes a bit more care, that, takes a bit more specialized knowledge to care for, but that honestly is going to last you forever, does carry a bit more value, and really more intimately tells the story of timekeeping and time making and, horology and watchmaking and all of that. And that's really for you to decide. And like I said, I'm not here to say one is better than the other. I'm merely here to educate you and, give you the facts. So when you are shopping and someone says, "Oh, you're looking, this one's a quartz, this one's a mechanical, this one's hand wound, this one's automatic," you know what they're talking about. So sound off in the comments on kind of what you guys would like to see in subsequent videos. I'm very much looking forward to our next episode, and I can't wait to share more with you. So this is the Black Horologist. Make sure you live life in celestial motion, and I'll see you later.